chicken sector is the biggest subgroup employment-wise in the country's agricultural sector, and if imports continue at the same level as in 2016 at the same prices, tens of thousands of jobs will be lost. Some analysts are concerned that it will go the same way as the textile industry and disappear.
Simply because of unfair trade. It's not about trade on its own. If there was fair competition, we've said to the Europeans, because they're the prime troublemakers at present, bring us your whole birds. We'd love to, because it costs you about 50 to 70% more than us to produce a whole bird, but you sell parts of a chicken at way below our cost of production, let alone yours. That's what we're trying to stop.
The industry has approached the Department of Trade and Industry and the International Trade Administration Commission for relief, and some tariff protection has been provided against countries that South Africa doesn't have trade agreements with. And now some action has also been taken against the EU imports of chicken parts.
The Minister has applied or approved a provisional duty of 13.9%, which is implemented when there is an increase in imports. So there has been a surge in imports from the EU, which has then necessitated that we implement the provisional duty.
The poultry sector says it's not enough. Government and other agencies can and should do more.
We have never dealt with subsidization of South African agriculture in general, and if the cost of maize and soybeans were reduced to the same level that American farmers pay or Brazilian farmers pay, we'd be smiling all the way to the bank. Government can do that, has the allowance to that, has never done it.
That area is the responsibility of the Department of Agriculture, and a task team has been established to look at a range of issues with all stakeholders involved. The DTI says the chicken industry does have another option.
The industry can submit additional information that will substantiate to ITAC as to why we should increase that level of protection. So we would really plead with the industry to submit any information through the ITAC process so that at the end of the day there is appropriate level of protection that is provided.
The SAPA says it will provide that information while at the same time tackle areas that affect their margins, but it won't be enough.
There are small improvements that the local industry can make, but the major change has to come from government policy.
Government is working with the industry so that we provide the appropriate level of protection. Of course, we have to balance this with the interests of the consumers as well, because you can't only rely on tariff protection and consistently increase protection.
There's a crisis in the South African chicken industry, and if it isn't resolved soon, employment in that sector is going to be completely decimated. Something has to happen, and happen soon. I'm Angelo Coppola for CGTN in Johannesburg, South Africa.